Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Boo. Do you want to get ready with me? First, I'm going to take these off because I've been sitting for a minute. And yes, I still hate touching those. I got a few new products that I'm excited to try. Let me just tidy up here a tiny bit. I wasn't supposed to be spending money. I'm supposed to be trying to save my money. But shit happens. And I didn't even end up getting the main thing that I went out shopping for. And I went to like 5 different stores. So that was fun. First, my drink of the day is Rain Energy White Haze. I tried it for the first time yesterday when it was still cold out of the fridge at the gas station. And I wasn't in love with it. But I do love that sound. It just has like a really hard to pinpoint taste. Like I almost get chocolate, and I know that's wrong. I don't know. I don't love it. And I was also upset, well, not upset, I was annoyed because around here anyways, the Rain Energy, they're always on special 3 for $7.50. So that being a new one, and I like most of the other flavors, so I assumed I was gonna love it, and I grabbed 2, and then I grabbed a third one, which was, where is that third one? I didn't drink it yesterday. I got cherry limeade. Anyway, so while I was out yesterday, I was looking for a spatula brush, and I did not get a spatula brush, but I did get a few other fun things. Let me just get it all and situate myself. Okay, so first I got, and this was on the clearance rack at Marshall's for $3. Regularly $4.99, big savings, but whatever. So the beauty blender that I have right now is just this tiny little one, and it's pretty dense. So like when I'm using it, it feels like I'm like punching myself in the face. Whereas this one is for the body, which I'm assuming is for fake tanner. But it's huge. Regular one, new one. And this one's a lot more, it's a lot, well, actually doing a side-by-side comparison, it's not as bouncy and like fluffy as I thought it was, but whatever. It'll cover more area in one go. Like, I'm excited about that. And although I didn't get the spatula brush that I was after, I did get technically 4 brushes in this pack. If I can open it. How am I gonna get this open? I also broke a nail off yesterday. I was putting air in my tire and my hands were cold, which is never a good scene, and I heard it. I heard it snap off because I was trying to twist the little valve cap. You know what I mean. Anyway, I was trying to twist that off and I was going a little too quickly or something. I don't know. Anyway, I heard it snap off and I was like, no, which one was that? And it was this finger right down to the nail bed, pretty much just clean. Took it off. So, of course, my psychotic ass searched all around the car, like underneath the car. I found the tip of my nail sitting inside the wheel well, reached in, grabbed it, and I was like, I am not prepared to chop all of my nails off just yet. So I put it in my pocket, waited until I got back to the house because I didn't have like my purse with me. My purse normally has all the tools that I need for when that happens, and the glue and everything. So I got back to the house and I used some toilet paper and I paper mache'd that bitch right back on. So when people ask me if my nails are natural, they are, but they've had some help along the way. Anyway, so these are alright. They're not bad so far. But it was a 2-pack of dual ended. They might need some trimming, but I've got a couple of, like a regular buffer brush, angled buffer brush, cheeks, blush brush, I don't know. And then that one I think is more for concealer. I don't know, does it say? Oh, yeah, it does. So, foundation for cream and liquid foundation, tapered highlighter for highlighting cheeks, nose, and brow, and then angled cheek brush, and then the buffing brush. So again, they're not exactly what I wanted, but they'll do, and they're kind of pretty. And then I also got, when I was in Shoppers, so that was at either Marshall's or Winners, one of the two. Because I was in those stores like 5 times this weekend. It's not good. And then last night, because I couldn't find what I was looking for out in town, I stopped at Shoppers. Still couldn't find what I was looking for, but I did get, come on, this little package of different reusable spoolies. And they've got like the different tips on them for supposedly doing different things. There are 3 definer wands, 3 feathering wands, 3 eyelash combs, and 3 perfecting wands. I just need them for, what's that type of oil that I got? Whatever the type of oil is that you put on your eyelashes and your eyebrows. I don't know. If you can hear what's going on above me, I apologize in advance. I can't control it, it's not my house. Excuse me. What type of oil? Castor oil. Castor oil. Jesus. What I really need is a new tube to put the castor oil in. because the one that I have, the cap broke on it, and I don't think that's too good for the oil inside. The other thing that I got, or one other thing that I got, because I've got 3 more things to show you, is this was at either Marshall's or Winners. I think it was at Marshall's, and it was regularly $25, marked down on clearance to $18, but the tag says that compared at $58, and I believe that for this size palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I really like the palette itself because it's nice and textured, and it's just pretty. I'm excited about the greens because I don't really have any green makeup at all. And I'm also kind of excited to play around with that light pink, or purple, sorry. So I got that. And then a couple of days ago I bought foundation for the first time, not knowing anything about it really. Like I get the point of it, I guess, but I didn't know how to pick my color, and this is what I got a couple of days ago. Looking at it, well, I mean in that lighting maybe, but it looks like it would be a pretty close match, right? And then I used it yesterday for the first time, and I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but it just came out really orange. And I was like, cool, I feel like I'm in grade 9, like trying makeup for the very first time. Like, what the hell? So, when I was in Winners, I saw this, and it was only $5. So I was like, okay, well, that's not that expensive to try again. And it's the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in a satin finish with medium coverage in the shade 130 Snow. And it's a little bit lighter. So I'm hoping, like, I'm going to try this on its own today. And I'm hoping that worst case Ontario, this could be for summer, this could be for winter, I don't know. Or I can mix them both together and get like a more proper color tone, maybe, I don't know. And then I've seen everybody and their fucking dog talking about this finishing spray, so of course I had to try some. The L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. Mostly just wanted to try it because it's an actual like mist, like an aerosol, more like hairspray, as opposed to, like, don't get me wrong, yesterday when I did a full face of makeup and I was out all afternoon until I didn't get back here until like 9:30 at night, and my makeup hadn't moved at all using the Urban Decay all-nighter, but this comes out like it's like a spritz, you know. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes after I use that, I have to wait a bit for it to dry and then touch up a couple of spots because it just comes in too heavy in a couple of drops or whatever. You know what I mean? So I've already done quite a bit of skincare, and I actually, last night, I was proud of myself because after getting back from being out all day, all afternoon, I went to the gym, did some light legs, and like I said, I got back not late, but later. I actually remembered to go in, take off all my makeup, and do some skincare for the evening, so I was proud of myself. I'm going to start out with this Hard Candy Grip Primer. I don't know if that was enough, but we shall see. I liked, yesterday was the first time that I've used this grip primer, and I like it a lot more than the e.l.f. one that I started it with. Because I don't know, like, if you're not going to be grippy, really, what's the point of the primer if it's not grippy, if it's not going to hold your makeup? Like, this stuff might have done some benefit for tone adjusting, but it did nothing for gripping primer or gripping the makeup. And is that ready to go? As I break the cap, but I'd say that's it's good and grippy. It's ready to go. I'm gonna do my brows first. And yesterday I used this Tattoo Brow Strokes by Absolute. I'm not going to use that today because that came in kind of hot. It was pretty dark. Today I'm going to use this Clean Fresh Brow brow liner nano pencil. Yeah, it's CoverGirl. And I'm just filling in some of the gaps. It's kind of tough for me with eyebrows because, like, I'm just trying to fill them in. I don't want them really darker all the time. And I do have a blonde. I do have a blonde brow pencil. It's just by LA Colors. I don't love it. Like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I can see it too much. Whereas when I use some of the darker ones, then I really see it and they look like fake. Anyway, a little bit of my Benefit brow gel. Because yes, I finally got it open. And I like to fluff up my eyebrows. Like, I know that a lot of girls do this and then they, you know, carve it in and line it up and everything. I don't like how that looks on me. There's so much makeup right in front of me right now. It's disgusting. Let me just get rid of some of this. So I don't really want to do anything crazy on my eyes today, but I do want to play around with that kind of light green. So to start, I'm just going to try to prime my eyelids. See, in this little one, I don't know if it's because it's so dense or what, but like, it doesn't actually blend it too much. So, for colors, I think I'm going to use a mixture of Liberty and Wings, Wings and Hope. And then maybe on the inner corner, just a little bit of that, like, really light lilac color. You know what? I'm gonna start out with that lilac color. That's kind of pretty. I'm trying to like stamp it on and then blend it out a tiny bit. It's a little bit darker on this side, I feel like, but it's okay. Same brush, not doing anything with it. I'm going to use the Liberty one, which was the darker one, on my outer corner. I don't really have greens. Like, I have so many palettes, but I didn't really have any greens at all. And I really like green and brown together. I feel like they go really nicely. And I'm taking the two glittery green ones, the Hope and Wings, and I'm just trying to press it onto in a line up like the center between the two colors to act almost as like a highlight. I hate that you can't see it the way that I can. Because, like, in the mirror, I can see multiple colors and some definition. That one green in here is almost like a chameleon effect. That's pretty. And then I'm going to use some liquid liner just on the top lid. Just to create the tiniest little wing. So I don't like to go heavy with the eyeliner, usually. At least not like on top of the lid. I already screwed it up. I don't know why it's so hard to focus and do that, like, and then half the time it comes out different anyways. Good enough. Quite often I'll do like a lower point, a lower wing, I guess, on the inner corners, but today I'm not going to do that because I just don't want to go too wild without too heavy. I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I do a little bit of base. Should I do concealer first or after? What goes first? Foundation? I'm assuming foundation comes first. How do I get this open? No, but actually though, how do I get this open? What the frig? Oh. It's because it's not a twist off, it just... Jesus. I will say right off the hop, I do like this method, like this top, way better than that bullshit. You know how messy that is? And how hard it is to use this without spilling it everywhere? Start out with 3 little pumps of this and see where that takes me. Just to get it onto my face, I've got this little rubber or silicone spatula. And let's use this one today. Just spread that out relatively evenly. Color-wise, this is a lot better than that one, I think. It's a lot paler and more cool-toned. And I'm trying not to do like into my eyebrows at all. I will say though, when they say like medium or mild coverage, they really mean medium or mild coverage. I may need some more, we'll see. I'm also going to hit that with the big old beauty blender, but I'm going to use a bit of that setting spray to get the blender wet or damp. I'm assuming that that was from the brush because it was not from my head. I think that looks a lot better than, like color match wise, I think that looks a lot better than the Maybelline from yesterday. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Now for the contour. I have been going with the Mink contour stick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but today I think I'm going to go a little bit colder with the CoverGirl True Blend, and this is in the shade Defined. A little bit there, there. And I've been seeing a lot of girls who contour saying that instead of going, you know, below the cheekbone, they're going right on the cheekbone, because when you go below it drags your face down a bit. So I'm going to try that today. I am really liking this buffer brush. It feels really nice on my face. And around my nose is really the only place where I like swipe with it. The rest of the spots I just tap it out. You can really tell around my eyebrows, like right along my eyebrows, that I don't have foundation there, but that's okay. Because I'm gonna set everything with powder after anyway. And hopefully I can kind of cover that up in the process. One thing about makeup and wearing a lot of makeup, that is pretty obvious, but I just didn't take into consideration, for myself anyways, is the fact that I wear hats all the time, like every single day. And when I was taking my hat off last night, like right before I was washing the makeup off and everything, I looked inside the hat, and right along the inside rim was like foundation. I'm like, cool. Again, feels like high school when, you know, you don't know any better. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a light pink concealer underneath my eyes. Brighten them up a tiny little bit. And then for spot concealing a couple of small places, I'm going to use the Fenty Pro Filter. That's about it. The other kind of crappy thing about shaving my head is, like, when you have hair, you can use your hair to kind of disguise and diffuse the hairline, right? Like where the makeup stops. I don't have that. So, for blush today, for cream blush anyways, I'm going to start out with the Say Dew Blush in the shade Lady. Doing that kind of on the outer corners. I've been going heavy with the blush, like more on the apple and the center, like across my nose lately, for kind of that like sunburnt or windburnt look. But I don't know, sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just take my piercings out while I'm putting makeup on. You know, because it'd be a lot easier to do without all that traffic in the way. But that just seems like a lot of work at the same time. See, it's really hard to get in there. And if it were a different product and not concealer that I let sit for a minute, then it would probably be a bit easier. Come on now. Okay, it's finally mostly blended in. Now I'm just going to start setting those layers with the powder version. Starting off strong with the Buttermelt bronzer. That put a lot right in that spot there. Trying to diffuse that out a little bit, but it's not working. This buttermilk bronzer, like, you really, when they say a little goes a long way, they really mean it. You do not need all that much. And especially if you're doing like a cooler, lighter base, definitely don't need a lot of that because it stands out like crazy. Okay, so I've got this Essence Flawless Skin Trio setting powder. I just took there's one of these little pie divider caps so that you can get one shade at a time, but I took that off and I'm just going to get a bit of each shade. And for this, I don't know what brush this is. It's not labeled, which is weird because I'm pretty sure. Oh no, these weren't Morphe. Never mind. Why is this like that pink? It's not supposed to be. Maybe I'm not going to use that one right now. I'm just going to throw everything everywhere, and this L'Oreal True Blend mineral powder in nude beige. I've had this since high school. Which should tell you how often I actually wear makeup. That's good enough. Just putting all of that loose powder back into the pot. For a highlighter today, I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Rich Honey. Rich Honey it's a demi glow. I'm just dropping and losing everything today. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. It's going to be piling a lot right in. Yep, exactly. Exactly what I did not want. And again, exactly what I did not want. That brush is not good for highlighting. I need a really floofy brush. because I don't want it like super concentrated in these spots. Come on, get off. Nope. Also, P.S. The two like lines. Was that a philthrop? It's a. I did learn the real word for it the other day, but now I forget it. Try and get some of that off of there. Okay, so the highlighter that I have been using lately more so is Revolution in Peach Lights. So like, you can see, she's pretty. She's shimmery, she's light, and kind of a pink undertone, whereas this one by Fenty is broken. How did I just break that? I didn't even move it. But anyways, it's more of like a bronzer. And it's really dense. So that's all done. I'm just gonna do some quick eyeliner, like inner eyeliner. In the waterline. This is Revlon Color Stay in the shade 2. Where are you? 203 brown. I thought for sure last night I was going to have to go to Emerge because I put my castor oil on, like after I'd washed all the makeup off, did my skincare, I put some castor oil on my eyelashes and my eyebrows. And like I said, the lid for the tube that the mascara wand is in, it's broken. There's a crack, and I don't think that's good for the oil sitting inside of it, but I don't have another solution yet. And about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes after I put that oil on last night, like once I was like blinking or whatever, like the oil was like coming down into my eyeballs, and they were just like instantly swollen out, dark red, and burning like hell. So irritated, and I was getting all worried. I'm like, okay, shit, am I gonna have to, run in and get this like looked at? And is there a chance that I'm blinding myself? And then I came in and I flushed it a little bit, and there was still like some of the oil on my lashes and everything, but it wasn't irritating anymore, so I just left it. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll see in the morning if I'm blind or not. And today when I got up, it was same thing pretty much. Like you could tell that there was something on my lashes, the way that it was burning. But it wasn't excruciating. It wasn't too bad. So I was like, okay, well, not worth running to a doctor about. I think it's funny, like, how we go through phases with, or some people anyways, go through phases with makeup that they wear and the way that they apply it and everything. Because for a while now, I have not been against black mascara and black eyeliner, but I just haven't really gravitated towards it. Because the brown just looks so much softer and more natural, I find. But the past couple of weeks, I don't know if it's the baddie in me coming back or what, but I've really been liking the black again. Another thing that I find kind of funny with makeup is, like, and I'm bad for it myself, so like I'm not making fun of anyone when I say this, because I do it too, but when a new product launches, like, I don't know if this is new, but the stand for it and everything was new when I was in Walmart a few days ago, and I'm easily persuaded to buy shit, especially if I don't need it. And anyway, when like a new product comes out and girls are like, oh, well, it does this and it creates this effect for me and blah blah blah. And in the back of my head, I'm just like, hey girl, do you know how long they've been making makeup for? Do you not think that by now, over however many decades, they would have found that formula? If they could, like... No, it all basically does the same thing. It's just different packaging. Like, one mascara isn't really gonna... I doubt, anyways, it's not really gonna curl your lashes as much as, or any more than a different one would. At least the mascara itself won't. Like, the wand and the technique might be different, but you get what I mean. Like, they're, generally speaking, they're the same. Does the same shit. For a light blush today, because I want to go I want to lighten up what's on my face. I've got NARS Deep Throat. That's not really going to lighten it too much. It's this one. Let's go with this one. It's NARS again, but it's called Tempted. Let me open that so you can see it. It's still a blush. It's almost like a cross between a blush and a highlighter, though. Sure, let's go with this brush. That did nothing for lightening. If anything, that made it darker. Well, alright then. That's where we're at. And for lips, I just found a nude lip. For lips, because I still haven't found my sharpener. So we're just gonna scrape and get us whatever we can out of this Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in Pillow Talk medium. No, I'm not. That hurts. That felt like it just sliced my lip open. Alright, instead, I'm going to go with Sephora 8 Hour Colorful Transfer Proof Liner in the shade Rosewood Mood, which I also really like. Forgot that I had it. Can I just get through this without breaking everything? To all the girls that make it look so easy to smudge it along. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? How they smudge it in, blend it in. Like girls, when they're in their car, not when they're driving, but when they're passenger princess and they're doing their makeup in the car, and they're just, and then using the butt end of it to smudge it in, like. This lipstick is probably not going to stay on my lips. It's LA Colors Nude Glow Lipstick in the shade Oh Teddy. But she's pretty, like a nice little nude. I actually don't hate it. And then for a gloss over top of that, go in with my favorite, the Lip Injection Too Faced. Okay. Let me see if, without stepping on anything else or breaking anything else, Can you see it? That's my makeup for today. Now I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the day, because I don't have any plans yet. I almost forgot. Don't fail me, don't fail me, don't fail me. You failed me. Oh. That is identical to hairspray. Oh, girls, why? It feels like I have glue running along my eyelids. But it does give you that, like, glowy, dewy finish. So if you want, like, a matte look, probably don't go with that one. I feel like the Urban Decay made it, like, when it wasn't splotchy, and there, you know what I mean? It made it look a little more matte. Anyways. I don't hate today's makeup. It's not my best work, but I don't hate it. Ugh. God, that stuff tastes like asshole. And I really wish that you could see, like, the green. Oh, you know what's not cool is it's already creasing and making that, like, cakey eyeshadow line. Whatever. Okay, so I hope you have a great Monday, because today is family day in Ontario anyways, where I am. I don't know if that's like a cross Canada holiday. Must be, yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a great family day if you are into family stuff. I, for one, am not, so I am taking advantage of a day off and probably not doing much at all. I'm going to be going to the gym later, but that's only for cardio because Mondays are my rest day. And I'm not going shopping, other than for maybe a few groceries. I've bought way too much makeup and shit lately that I need to slow down on that. I'm kind of really liking this nude lip. The lip liner with it might be a little bit too contrasting. I'll see how it looks outside, but overall, it's one crappy thing about having a face-ish tattoo is trying not to cover it with makeup. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. I hope you're relaxing. Love you. Bye. Drive safe.